Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Today, you gotta see it's hot. I was contacted by a company called Cat Kit. They make different things for boats. I've got my boat out. We've been working on it a couple times this last couple weeks. It is right here, still working on it. But now, my last Bimini top that I had got broken. Yeah, unfortunate for me, it got broken due to being up and running up under a bridge that the tide had came in a little bit. So UPS gladly smashed up my box for it, but we're gonna open this and check out all the components and see what it all comes with for the Bimini top. So let's get into it. All right. Please. Yes. All right, so we've got 2 legs, 3 sets for each side of, what would you call them? I guess braces for the top. You got the top itself, you got all the hardware and straps, and then you got the sides that come with it, because it's pretty cool. It comes with little sides that come down off of it. So let's get in these directions and see what they say. So this is the top itself, and it actually comes with a bag for it to keep out of the weather and everything, and fold it up whenever you're not using it. But what we're going to do is, first, this thing's been packaged and been folded up, we're going to go stick it in the sun and let it de-wrinkle itself to make it a little bit easier. It'll stretch a little bit more in the sun. Let's look at all the components on just the stitching and the material. This stuff's pretty good. So you got zippers on the sides. They're pretty heavy duty zippers. Stitching looks good. Looks like it's doubled up. This stuff's pretty thick. Double layered on everything. This is waterproof, weatherproof, UV proof. Talking about that this is UV proof, it blocks 80% of UV rays and everything else with that. This combined with the sides, it will actually create some privacy and blocks a lot of the sun as well with the sides. Yeah, it's mesh, but at the same time, the mesh actually helps out a lot towards keeping the sun out, giving you a breeze through the mesh still, but you always want a little bit more privacy. You got them to put on. That's what these zippers are for. These tops come in a couple different colors: green, black, blue. There's other sizes as well. In those other sizes, there's also other colors. So you can look in the link in the description below and find something that might fit your boat. Just make sure you measure the width and the height you want. So these are all aluminum, so they don't rust. The components on here are pretty heavy duty, it feels like. So you got nice rivets, you got nice bolts that are pretty thick. So they're integrated in with the nuts into the plastic, so that works. They say right and left, so you know which one go where, and then they all snap in at the top with a weatherproof little seal so that you don't get water all in these. And these look pretty nice too. They have this little beveled edge, so you can connect it very well to the end of these with that little seal, so it keeps all the water and debris and stuff like that, as well as at the ends in the center section where they buckle together, these and these, it also has that seal. So this is pretty nice. It's pretty heavy duty, and we're gonna get it all together and throw it on the boat. So we're gonna start pulling all these out of the bags. We're going to look at the mesh and see how good of the material is on that. Then we're going to look at the directions. Let that top sit out in the sun for just a minute, heat up, press itself so all the wrinkles come out, and then we'll get it on the boat. All right, so we have the mesh out of the bag. If you've ever seen a sunshade, these things are pretty thick. You can see through them a little bit. So they will create some shade and privacy on your boat, all three sides, both sides and the back. And they strap down to everything and zip in so it holds it nice and tight, so you're not worried about them blowing away or blowing in the wind or anything else like that. So there's three shades, and they zip up onto the sides and the back and buckle in to the same places as the top buckles into. So yeah. All right, we'll look at these in a minute. We're gonna lay them out in the sun, get these wrinkles out as well. All right, so we're skimming over the instructions, and we got a left and a right, and then we got the top in the middle right there, and that's how we put them together and in. And then after that, we have it still rolled over, and we do from front to back in the certain order that it says, left and right on the front, and then come down here and we assemble the rest of the components for installation. Then we come over here, and it states to put the hardware where the certain places are and everything else. My boat already has some of this. I might be replacing some of this, so it will be their new stuff that comes with the kit itself. And then once we put it all in there, put it all on, attach it, then we can put the sides on. So right now we're going to be in the assembly stage, and we're going to assemble it. Then we're going to go to number 2, put it all together like that. We're going to skip from number 3 to number 4 and make sure all the hardware is where it needs to be and what type it needs to be. And when we do that, then we'll put the top on as number 3 and number 5. Looking at this hardware, you have all stainless pieces. You have stainless little hooks right here, stainless screws, stainless bolts, everything else that goes along with it. This is hard plastic, which also has an indentation for your lock nut, and it even comes with hand or little wing nuts so that you can take it on and take it off or loosen it with your hand instead of a drill or screwdriver. Because mine has to come off with a screwdriver right now, my old one that is broken, and these will be very handy. So let's get all these in and make sure that they all fit and everything else. All right, all hardware is on the boat itself, ready for the top. So the top's assembled and everything. Now I just got to lift it up and put it on the boat itself, and then we'll be done. We're going to put the sunshades on after. I've test fitted it once just to make sure everything lined up correctly. So we're going to lift that thing up and put it on the boat. All right, well, it's on now. It's pretty tight. If I have to tighten it more, I got these straps right here, keep it snug. So if we're riding with it or anything else, we can actually have it nice and tight as the top, but it's gonna end up stretching out just a little bit because of the sun and getting all the wrinkles out. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna straighten the sides out a little bit and make them even on each side, and we're gonna put the sunshades on. So we get to look at what that looks like. So full assembly of everything, as you see, it protects everything on the interior with a lot more shade and basically keeps the sun out as much as you can. So if you got stuff in there, small kids, food, electronics, or whatever else, it helps out. Kind of, I mean, it's a little tall for this boat, but if this component right here was more down here, it'd be a little bit different, but it works. It's perfect. I love it. So we'll be using this as we're out and about. Of course, we're going to take the little sunshades off, but it will it'll help on the hot days in the middle of the sun and everything else. And yeah, so well, let's put this down real quick and see it in the bag itself. So let's get the bag, let's put it down, let's put it up, and yeah, so we can see it packed up, ready to go if we're driving out to somewhere, so you get the feel for it before we close this video out. All right, everything fits in the bag itself. So we got the sunshades and everything in here. It's compact, it's laid down, no issues with any of it. It'll ride great and ready to go for the sun. So, well, hopefully this helps you out on picking you out a decent Bimini top and figuring out what you want, because I really like that. It's really good quality. The fabric is thick, it's UV resistant, it's waterproof, and there's so many different positive parts to it, even the sunshades, to where it keeps the sun out of the boat. So, like I said, hopefully this helped you, and if you want to check out more about it, click in the link in the description below and watch any more videos you want. Give me a like and subscribe, and until next time.